So, how do you heal the guilt and shame inside of yourself when you've hurt someone? Whether it was intentionally, you were being passive aggressive or retaliative, or it was unintentional. Maybe they personalized you and you were unaware, or you just weren't aware of the word choice and action and it offended them. And so now you have guilt and shame. So, we have guilt and shame because we believe in it. And that's why we see mistakes through the lens of guilt and shame. We don't see mistakes and mishaps or errors as simply calls for correction. We want to condemn, we want to blame, and we want to fault because we have guilt and shame in us. If we had love, then we would have grace and compassion, and we would have space within ourselves to not care and personalize all the time or over-evaluate actions and words. It's our own guilt and shame that's doing that because we want to keep it alive by finding faults in others or ourselves to constantly feed the shame and the guilt narratives and the feelings in us. So in order to heal out of that, we have to do a full rewiring of our mind because love is always there. So when you believe in guilt and shame, you don't believe in redemption. You don't believe in miracles. And so then guess what? You're not going to have redemption and miracles. And when you do believe in guilt and shame and you're harboring that inside of yourself, others have a way of mirroring that back to you. So you might attract circumstances where people are always randomly finding offense with you because you believe you are guilty and shameful, and then therefore that's mirrored back to you. So to get out of this, we have to stop telling ourselves that this is true. So one really great practice for me and how I did this was when you want to meditate, you want to bring yourself back into that memory, back into that experience where you offended someone, or at least back into the shame and the guilt that you're carrying around. We often want to ignore it and deny it because it's ugly or it's too scary or it's too uncomfortable for us, but that keeps it. When you deny something, you keep it. Versus when you bring your attention to it, your awareness is how you heal. That's the light. Your own awareness and acceptance of things in you is the light. So let's go back to the shame and the guilt within us in meditation. And then we want to say something along the lines of, I love you, please forgive me, to yourself or the person. Forgiveness is the same either way, whether it's internal or it's about someone else. And since we are all connected at the mind level, when you are sincere and you fully let this go and you're convinced in forgiveness and you want to give them love, they're getting it too because we're all connected at the mind level. You don't have to have some kind of action in the physical world because that's the effect level. The cause is our mind. So when you're deeply forgiving, that person's getting it. And I have found in my life, I've done this with family members, with friends, with anything. And then all of a sudden I'll see them again and the energy between us is completely loving. And I'm so surprised. I'm like, oh wow, they really did. It worked. Like the forgiveness worked when I convinced myself to let it go. And I might bring it up again in person. Hey, I just want to say I'm sorry again. Oh, no worries. That is real. So when you do practice this and we are connected, not only are you forgiving yourself, you're helping that person also forgive for their own selves. It's your karma to work on your own guilt and shame, and it's their karma to work on their guilt and shame. Even if they continue to blame you, that's their job. Your job is to forgive yourself and others.